Well, hello to anyone who's watching. This is Mike Kane, and this is phase 3 of our media project. We did a text project, and then I rolled that into an audio-only project, and this is the third part, which is a minimalistic storyboard that I'm going to use to tell the story using perspective, and this could be used for an animation or actually a live action filming. So I'm just going to kind of walk through each scene and explain the perspectives. Okay, so the story starts with a radio playing in the background, and it's a country song that's playing on the radio. And there's a scene with my brother and I playing a board game, and we're just mumbling about video games. And it cuts to this really creepy scene where through a picture window from outside, a shaky camera shot is watching my brother and I play this board game. And it's kind of shaky, and the music might turn. I'm not really sure how they would do that, but then cut back to a close-up of my brother reaching in to make a move on the make a move on the board game. And here's another shot. We're playing the game, and the radio's still winding down that song. And then it cuts to a close-up of the radio as it starts making this discordant noise for an emergency broadcast announcement. And it hangs on this shot for a while as it explains that there is a convict who's armed and dangerous who escaped from the prison, and he's loose in the area. It cuts to, while it continues to explain that, it cuts to my brother. He drops a game piece. It falls from his hand. And then here's another perspective of the back of his head looking at the radio. As it finishes up, it explains to call 911 if you see anything. And then cut back to that creepy camera shot shaking as it's looking through the picture window. Then the emergency broadcast stops. Another song starts. My mom enters through the kitchen. So there's the backs of our heads looking at her. She's explaining that it's okay because it occurred in Beekman, which is really far away. So it returned to this perspective, my brother and I playing the game. When I get an idea to prank my brother, so it kind of shows a close-up of my face, maybe a smirk, something like that. And he's still mumbling something about video games. He's kind of in his own world. Cuts to him playing the game. Here's a shot of me standing up from the table, just my feet. I walk over and I stand looking out of the picture window. So this would be my back looking out of the window. Here's a close-up of my hands touching the window, and I'm telling my brother that he has to come. Quick, come, look, 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 look. So he kicks over his chair. He runs and he stands next to me as I tell him he's got to see. I point out the window. I say, you got to see this. Look. So he presses his face up against the glass. And this is a shot from outside. Not the creepy shot, but just a shot from outside the window of him looking out. Then it cuts to me standing behind him, and then I grab his shoulders to scare him. He takes a swing at me and walks away. But as he does, I start to turn because I notice something out of the corner of my eye. So this is me peering out the window. And as I look, I see something glimmering among the trees, real briefly. So here's me again looking out the window really carefully. As I look away, look back again, that glimmer is gone. And then it cuts to me, that shaky camera shot, looking out the window. And then it's end scene. So that's the end of part 1.